today is 11.8 day 2, but this will also work if you ever have questions on day 1 because it stays the same. So today it's all about solving rational expressions. You guys already know how to solve proportions because all you have to do is what again? Cross multiply on proportions. Right now, can we cross multiply? No. So we have to follow the steps that we have from yesterday. And our first step from yesterday is figure out the what? LCD. And I like a lot of times that you guys write down the LCD. What is the LCD between x and 3? 3x. Sweet. So then if we follow our steps from yesterday, what was our first step other than figure out the LCD? Yeah, write it on top. Multiply everything by your LCD. That is your first step. So, multiply everything by your LCD. You always want to write that on top. Always. Because then your second step is always to what? Cross out what? Top and bottom, right? What you can. So what can we cross out here?
X's.
Okay, I'm just going to change to red. So that turns to a 1, right? And that just crosses out. What can we cross out here? 3. This becomes a 1. This becomes just 2x. And then what crosses out here? X becomes a 1, and this crosses out. Right? Cross out. What is our third step then? Multiply what's left, right? What's left? Left. A little dyslexic. What's left here?
12 plus 2.
12. Thank you for saying that symbol, Lucas. Okay? A lot of you guys sometimes just like smash all this together when really there's a plus sign there. 2 times x is 2x is equal to 18. Sweet. This is nothing new. What do we always want to do when there's only a term raised to the first power? Yeah. So what do we do then? What's that I word?
Isolate.
Yeah, we want to isolate it. We want to get x all by itself. How do we do that in this case?
Subtract 12.
Very good. We have to subtract 12 from both sides, so we get 2x is equal to 6. Next step, divide by 2, and we get x is equal to 3. So, once again, we follow these steps only when you see what word? Solve. Because you want x equal to a number. Any questions with that one? All right, I want one more example, then you guys get work time. Oh, this is a good one. 5 over x minus 1. 5 over x minus 1 plus 1 equals 4 all over x squared plus 3x minus 4. I would like you to follow the steps that we just wrote down and the ones you have from yesterday in order to solve for x. For those that are getting stuck, your first step is LCD. Well, right now, are these two things our LCD? No, what do we always have to do as we figure out our LCD? Factor. What is this factor to?
X minus 1 and x plus 4.
Do you guys agree with that? Yeah, whether you do the British method or the shortcut, here's your hint. One of them should always be this. Because like I already said before, your book's pretty nice when it comes to that. So here's your whole LCD. And that's just the setup of the problem. Anyone have problems with this right here? There's their LCD. Cool. If we follow our first step, Kennedy, what's our first step then? Put the LCD on top. The LCD on top. Because we are multiplying each fraction by your LCD. Because do you guys like fractions all the time? No. And this is how we can legally, following our math rules, get rid of our denominator when we are solving rational expressions. So that's our first step. Multiply each of these by the LCD. Our second step is to what? Cross out. What can we cross out, Casey, in this first one? Yeah, so we can cross that out. And what do we do with what's left over? Multiply. So we have 5 times the quantity of x plus 4. You guys agree with that? Okay. What symbol comes after that? Plus. Very good. You just look right there. Can we cross anything out? Top or bottom? No, because what is this actually over? 1. So this is exactly what's left over. And I'm just showing my work. Some of you guys skip this middle step, which if you understand what you're doing, I'm fine with that. What can we cross out here? Yeah, the whole LCD. That's awesome. So you're just left with 4. Any questions on this step? Now, have you gotten problems like this before that you have to solve? Sure. What's our first step have to be now?
Boil.
Yeah, to distribute. To distribute and to, yes, FOIL. When we distribute, we're going to get 5x plus what? 20. Very good, because that's 5 times x and 5 times 4. Plus x times x, x squared. X times 4, plus 4x minus 1x. So very good. You have plus 3x minus 4. And if you notice, this was the LCD, and this is what it started with. It's exactly what we have there. What should be our next step? Yeah, combine like terms. What do we always like to put in front? X squared. Does it cross out with anything? Do we add anything to it? No, so we just have x squared. Then if we rearrange, yeah, we have 5x plus 3x. Good job, Colby, is plus 8x.
Plus 16.
Plus 16. Now, do we have a term squared, or we just simply have a term raised to the first degree? Dylan, I hope you're getting this in your notes. Squared. So what do we have to do when we have a term squared? Get everything to one side and set it to 0. How do we do that, Nathan? Subtract 4. When we subtract 4 from both sides, we're going to get x squared plus 8x, then what? Plus 12 equals 0. Shortcut method would tell us to start listing the factors of what number? 12. Okay, here's 2 and 12. Then what? 2 and 6. Because you have 2 plus signs, you know that your next 2 are going to be plus. So you have x what? Plus 2, x plus 6. And how do you solve them once we get to this? Yeah, set each equal to 0. Set each equal to 0. And how do you solve for x in this case then? Subtract 2, so we have x is equal to? Yes, negative 2. There's our first answer. Then we have to do what? Subtract 6. And we get x is equal to? Negative 6. Now, if you still don't understand after 2 problems, feel free to ask for a third, and I would be happy to. Otherwise, you can get the rest of the time to work, and I might give you some review problems to look at. Why would I give you review problems? Because we might have a quiz tomorrow.
Can I stop this?
Huh?
Can I stop this now?
So then today, for your assignment, just to get everyone on the same page, we are now doing 14 through 38 evens. Yesterday you did this. So, I would like you to make sure that you make your corrections to yesterday's, but otherwise, Thank you. Yeah, Joe, 6, good to go.